Calling the Tuesday, September 16, 2025 meeting of the East Long Meadow Planning Board to order. Those in attendance are
Steve Henderson.
Russell Denver.
Rob Terrell.
Rob Whitfield, Director of Planning.
Okay, I'm required to ask if there's anyone in the audience who might be recording this meeting. If so, please state your name. Hearing none. The first order of business would be the approval of the meeting minutes of September 3rd, 2025. I would ask that we delay those minutes until our October 7th meeting, as the two members who are not able to be here tonight were there that evening.
Sure.
Yep. You okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Can I make a motion for that?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll make a motion to delay approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
First order of business, Mr. Clerk.
A&R 2025-05 request to reconvey and combine parcels located on Betterly Lane, Assessor's Parcel ID 29-24-4-4 and 29-34-0 located Residence Zoning District applicant Christopher Convoy, 27 Betterly Lane, East Long Meadow, Mass. 01028.
Are you related to Steve?
Steve, I was gonna ask you too.
Steve who?
Conboy?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I am Steve Cobb.
No. You're Chris.
I'm not Chris either.
Oh, okay. So who are you then?
I'm Dan O'Brien with Smith Associates Surveyor.
Right. All right.
Chris is out of town, so I'm gonna
Okay.
explain the plan, I guess.
Great.
Any questions? Essentially, the Convoys approached Mr. Langley on Chestnut Street to see if he was interested in selling a portion of his unusable back land, and they came to some sort of an agreement and asked us to prepare this plan separating off the back portion of the property at 115 Chestnut to be combined with the existing property at 27 Betterly to parcel.
So Rob, it just feels in my memory that this has had a long and tortured history. Is this the lot?
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Ever heard anything about that from?
That's the land that goes between Chestnut Street.
Yeah.
That's a different
Oh,
one.
that's a different one? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, got my question answered. Any concerns? A motion to endorse the plan?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks.
Tough going, huh?
That was easy.
Yeah. And I will,
I don't like that.
also tell Mike, I'm gonna have this available tomorrow. They just have to sign it and have to scan. I'll go back in tomorrow, but
Then somebody will swing by and pick it up.
perfect.
Thank you, folks.
Steve Conboy was a police officer in Long Meadow for years and
Yeah.
years.
That's his son. It's Chris.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Yeah, good guys.
Yeah, good. Yep.
All right. The clerk, next order of business.
Case site 2025-04 request for site plan review approval to construct an 876 square foot detached accessory dwelling unit, 31 Rollins Drive, Assessor's Parcel ID 75-41-8, located in the Residence AA zoning district. Applicant Stephen Farrow, 14 Spruces Road, Stafford, Connecticut, 06076.
Hi, have a seat.
Hello,
Sign in, please.
never did one of these. Sign in?
Please.
Wait.
Spruce the road.
So you win the award for being the first person in front of the planning board under the new state law of accessory dwelling units.
For the new, yeah.
Expect,
That's first detached one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
expect a
Only
grilling.
one other. Attached.
Sorry?
There's only one other that's attached.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just, did my continuing education, my license, and they were talking about it in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time.
So yours is, from what I could read on the narrative, yours is going to be over the garage.
Yes,
How many bedrooms?
just one.
Okay.
They intend to use it as an office for now, but since we're,
I have a misstep. We have to open the public hearing. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sorry.
Yeah, so their intention right now is to use it as an office, but they wanted to have the option to use it as an ADU, down the road. So that's why we went this route.
So you have to do all the plumbing and heating, put a kitchen and bathrooms and all that stuff, right? Okay.
Yes, there was already a bathroom on the plan. There was always like a wet bar area, so we're gonna convert that, make that, kitchen.
I have just a question for you. They required you to put a heat pump in?
They didn't require us, but we're going to be putting one in.
Right, because if
Yes.
it's a new house, you have to do that now in this state. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it has to be warm air heat pump with
Oh.
electric backup.
Don't-
That's something we,
Yeah, no, they're not building a new house, they're building an ADU, so.
Well, I'm building 2 other houses in Holland, whatever. You're only because you're talking about it, but we don't have any heat pumps going in them. Brand new.
They probably didn't adopt the,
As long as we pass the HERS rating.
Yeah.
We achieve our energy efficiency through the HERS rater.
Yep.
Good. With whatever equipment we have in there.
well, this town adopted that law, so if you build these slums,
To know. Okay,
brutal.
thank you.
So Rob, being the first one in front of us, do you have any comments?
yeah, I mean, he basically complies with all the zoning. The original set of plans he had given to us showed the ADU and garage within 5 feet of the property line, but you'd since had your engineer redo that. You pushed it back to 35 feet from the property line. I mean, in terms of like everything else on the site, you have the driveway that allows for parking, you have the garage, so you can put cars in, so that counts as parking for the ADU. The floor plans look good. The ADU is under the size limit max of what's required for the district. I mean, it's around, I think it's like 834 square feet,
Okay.
something like that, which works given the square footage of the existing home. Stormwater on site, I believe you have those swale ditches towards the back of the lot, right?
Yes.
And all the water is
Where is it?
that way.
Project started with a storm mitigation plan
Relationship is he did.
for all the properties there.
Yeah.
And then we added the garage after the fact. So
Yeah, I'm assuming you grade towards those
that's all been a
pension areas.
part of for it. So.
Yeah, and I know he didn't have any comments for us either, which is good. The only thing is, I know the water and sewer is one thing that you're still discussing with them, and
Yeah,
it's a requirement of both the zoning bylaw and DPW to have separate meters running to the street for separate dwelling units. And I know that's
so my question, and it was only a question because I've never done this before, but
Sure.
as for sewer and water, they could still have their own, well, sewer goes out into the street, but the water could still have its own meter. I just wanted to connect to the lateral without having to break into the street.
Yeah.
That's already on the property.
Yep.
But they're telling me no.
DPW, telling you no?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the ones
The
that,
email because I sent them an email. To, let's see, Felix Vashon, if I pronounce his name right.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's telling me I need a separate 1-inch line and a separate 6-inch sewer,
yeah, and that's
just gonna raise the cost of the project. Cause you gotta get into the street now.
Mhm.
I gotta find out how deep the main is and all that stuff.
And this board really can't change the rules on that in that regard because DPW does control how water and sewer lines are installed in this town. And I did talk to him about it too. And he suggested that's the route that you have to go down for this project because it's a detached ADU. And this won't uphold your approval from this board to move forward with getting your building permit and stuff.
Just
When he gets the-
set up for them.
Exactly. The water and sewer approvals come from them.
So we'll have to send somebody out to, shoot the
Yeah.
grades of the existing line unless somebody has that on record. So we know what we're doing,
They might.
and what it costs on it, because we don't know if it's 5 feet deep.
Yeah.
30 feet deep, whatever.
We could try reaching out to them again and see
Yeah,
if
I will.
by doing work and see what they suggest.
We're good. The gas is on this. The gas is already there. There's electric already there.
Yep.
Manholes there. So it was just the sewer and water that
Hmm.
I was trying to avoid going into the street.
Which is understandable. But the good news is it's not going to uphold your approval tonight
Okay.
or your building permit process. You're just still going to be able to do both those things. It's just when you get to the utility part of the project, that's when you're gonna have to talk to DPW a little bit further about that.
The ADU gets its own address.
Yes, it gets its own street number.
So, okay, so this is 31.
Mhm.
It's still at 31? or B? Do you know how that works?
So it's up to IT. They might do it as like an A or B type of deal. Usually the GIS map person in IT who also works for DPW is in charge of assigning addresses to the different properties in town. Per our bylaws, when it comes to the ADU, usually they would assign like an A or B for the unit types because technically it's 2 units on the same property, but you'd still have the same street address for both.
All right.
That's kind of the way we do it so we don't confuse postal workers, people doing deliveries and stuff like that. And also for tax purposes, it's still the same tax bill because it's the same property. So the address would still be the same. Now you have A and B distinguish the 2 units on the site. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's something that the town handles on our end. We'll just let the property owner know when that does happen.
What it's gonna be.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how that process works. I just know that's usually how it's done, or when they do it.
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion? Well, let me just procedurally. So he's requesting 2 waivers, one of a traffic study and one stormwater
Yep.
study. Any questions related to that? Okay, so I'm gonna have a motion, please, a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So the motion passes, so to
Oh, Mr. Chair, you forgot to do public comment. We have people on Zoom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So on Zoom, would someone like to be heard on this matter?
If you wish to do so, please use the raise your hand function. All right, there you go.
All right. So
Listening.
let's do on the conditions. So do I have a motion to approve the conditions? I mean, the waivers?
Yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On the main motion with the conditions on approval. Do I have a motion? Rob?
So moved.
Another thing you still have to do, you have to approve the findings,
Oh.
site plan review.
Really putting us to work tonight.
I know, I have that list for you on page 4.
Look at this.
To keep you guys in line.
Good thing someone does.
Do those?
No, Rob has it in front of him, towards the bottom there.
Which one is it?
This one?
So you did the waivers.
Yeah.
You have to do the findings, and then if you're gonna add additional conditions, you have to do that too. And then approve the whole.
Where are you?
So these are the normal findings that we provide to the meeting.
For site plan review, yep.
Site plan review. So do I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Okay.
Cool.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And-
And now,
I was gonna say, if you wanted to keep the standard conditions we have for every permit, you don't have to vote. You're not gonna add any additional ones unless you want to, it's up to you, but now you can make a motion to approve the whole thing.
Terrell, you gonna make that motion?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Made history in East Long Meadow.
Reach out to you tomorrow about next steps. So what happens next usually is that I have to draft what's called a decision for the permit.
Okay.
And then the chair over there has to review and sign it. He'll probably get to that by like what, later in the week, Russell?
I'm not in town on Thursday, but I am on Friday.
So Friday he'll come and sign it, and then I'll have you come pick that up, and then you can file the registry deeds, and then you're all set.
Just file that with the deeds and I can continue with the building permit.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
That's already been applied for.
Yep. So we can, what I'll do after you file with the registry deeds, I'll check it off on the building permit, and then you can continue with that. All
Oh, okay.
righty.
All right. Thank you.
Problem. Have a good day.
Guys, have a good night.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Next order of business, I believe, is the director's report.
Yep, I'm just doing one last thing on OpenGov. Perfect. All right, so my director's report is not too much different from the last meeting. So I do have the meeting schedule, the next 6 meeting dates like I usually provide to the board. In terms of upcoming public hearings, the only one that we have is for October 7th. It's continuation of 330 Chestnut Street, which had been continued from September 3rd, 2025. So I keep talking about this event, but we did have to move it back 1 meeting date. So Ken Comia from Pioneer Valley is attending the November 4th meeting of the planning board to give an update on the housing production plan. He had a last minute conflict that came up, so he had to push it back from the 21st. didn't seem to have anything on the schedule with this board, so
Okay.
figured didn't have any issues. Still working on the Centertown District bylaw. We actually are anticipating having it on for next Tuesday's town council meeting for their first reading of it. We have a very well developed draft that is almost ready to be thrown into the public hearing processes. We anticipate the public hearing processes for this bylaw to take a while. So we're looking forward to that. Traffic and pedestrian survey report. I am still working on that. I had to take some time away from that to do the Centertown District bylaw. Just a brief announcement, the online survey for housing production plan update is still live and can be accessed using the town's website. Physical copies are available at the senior center, right over there at the coffee table, library, and at town hall in the town clerk's office. And then lastly, just to reiterate this event again, on September 30th, Jeff Speck of Speck Dempsey will be presenting his results of the conceptual redesign of the Centertown area. The goal of this project was to create renderings of the Centertown area that promotes walkability and community connectedness. The event will take place at the Senior Center from 6 to 8 p.m. on September 30th, which is a Tuesday. That's all I had, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Can you send that one out to a reminder to everybody on the board?
The
The September 30th one?
absolutely, and I think it's on the town's website too. It's a news item. But I can ask Rebecca if it was in the reminder.
Well, I'm asking if you can just send it to this board as a reminder.
Yeah, I can do that too. I will do that tomorrow.
In Orlando, unfortunately, I cannot.
Anything else, Rob?
Yeah.
Other Rob? Anything? No. Pete?
Ditto.
Nope. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.